Okay, man. So here's the reason you've all been wondering, yeah, as to why Stagecoach's new Electroliners do not have leather seats at the bottom. Well, first things first, it's clearly not a TFL interior, because despite the fabric, if it was TFL interior, the handlebars would have been the color gold. As you can see there, Stagecoach is normal orange. So, it's not TFL's interior they're trying to do. What Stagecoach have done, because Stagecoach have stopped doing their beach ball fabric seating, yeah, there's no other fabric for them to use now. So they're having to use they're having to use the standard default TFL fabric seat, because they can't do the whole seat leather, because due to TFL policies it has to be leather at the top and fabric at the bottom. This only applies to buses with the high spec interior. This only applies to them. That's why they're all the buses, they get to put leather seats all around and that. So yeah, that's the reason why. Again, this is my theory, yeah, because it makes sense. It makes sense as to why it would be like that, in my opinion. That's the only reason I can think of to why Stagecoach have chose to, out of the blue, go for something different, which is the TFL modern. I mean, the TFL just like the bog standard TFL livery, instead of using their own motto quid. Because at this point, yeah, at this moment, Stagecoach don't really have a fabric seat livery anymore, since they've thrown away their beach ball livery at this point. Although 36037 has just received beach ball livery seats, so it's unclear what Stagecoach are trying to do. It's very unclear, because okay, either Stagecoach are going back to beach ball seats, or nah, they've most likely used its seats from like from like spares in the workshop or the garage. That's most likely it. Beach ball seats they didn't use, that they were going to use for other buses as spare parts, but beach ball seats they didn't get to use. So it's probably the last beach ball seats they didn't get to use, because you have to realize Stagecoach, they have a lot of E200s here. So obviously they're gonna have spare seats for that, innit? But because they've changed to leather, they don't need to use those seats anymore. So they probably use them seats they were gonna use for other buses on 36037. Because if you look at 36037 right now, it's got the beach ball livery seats now, and I think it's had a bit of a refurb as well. Despite the back, because there's a bit of dark shades of red at the back. I don't know what's going on there, cuz. But yeah. And yes, this does mean, unfortunately, I mean, no, not unfortunate, but I was hoping that Stagecoach could use their normal leather seat livery on their buses, but that's not going to happen. And also, you'll notice on these lot, there's no signs of blue paint on the walls or nothing like that. So again, Stagecoach, they're trying to change. This is why Stagecoach are going for leather now, because they're not going blue no more. Stagecoach is no longer being a blue company. They're starting to go for a grey thing now. Because why? How comes on these Electroliners, yeah, they even painted all the walls grey? So that alone is telling you something, that Stagecoach London are they're trying to change the interior for good. But this TFL thing, it's not really an official Stagecoach thing. It's because Stagecoach, they currently don't have um their own fabric seating anymore, since they've thrown away the beach ball livery. You never know, they might come up with a new one. We'll see. But I've spoken to someone here. He's told me the reason why Stagecoach are doing leather for now is because they haven't confirmed what seat livery they want yet. That's why they're doing leather seat right now for their refurbs and that. So yeah, let me know what you man think in the comments, yeah. But I'm gonna say the BZLs for the 276 or any future electric buses Stagecoach get in the future are probably gonna have the same interior. They're probably gonna have the same interior. You watch. Stagecoach, they're gonna use the same interior, TFL at the bottom, leather at the top, orange interior poles, grey walls. They're gonna use this for the BZLs on the 276, the BZLs for the D7 and 58. Well, looks like that's the end of the chapter for the Stagecoach blue era, because it's looking like Stagecoach are going for more of a grey thing now. It's looking like, because first was the new logo change, now it's the seats going leather. Now the walls are going grey, and nothing's blue anymore in the interior, as you can see. Nothing's blue anymore. So Stagecoach Blue Days is over, you man. It's actually over. But you know what I want to see? I want to see them refurb existing bus, yeah, with TFL high spec interior. Of course, they won't waste their time doing a sunroof, because that's a waste of money. Unless the bus gets caught up in an accident. Unless then I can see them doing a sunroof. I don't think companies are really gonna waste time doing a whole high spec convert on an existing bus. They're just only gonna do it for the new buses that get brought into service. But then again, yeah, I can There is a possibility, if a bus is to get into an accident where the roof is coming off, or it's caught fire a part of the bus, then I can see them doing a high spec convert if they want to save that bus and bring it back into service. I can see that happening. I can see this happening. But it's unlikely at the same time. So yeah, that's that, man. Let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think this will be the new Stagecoach interior confirmed for the their high spec interior for now? Or do you think it's just these lot and they're gonna be the only batch with it? Do you think Stagecoach are fully going grey now? Or do you think they're gonna remain blue, but these lot, they're unsure of what to do at the moment, because of the way they've changed the seat to leather now? They're unsure what to do with the interior, so they're trying this out. They're trying different things out. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you man think. Me personally, I think Stagecoach, they're changing their interior for good. It's no longer a blue thing anymore. It's grey now. That's what I'm thinking. Because why? Because you first change your seats to leather grey. Now you're changing the walls to grey as well. So it's obvious Stagecoach are trying to change colours now. They're trying to change their thing a bit now. So yeah, let me know what you man think.